today is just a little bit more of an update on what's going on, and you know, get the winter rigs running. Oh, get skinny. There we go. Crap, I left the battery over there. Alright, well, now if it starts drying up too bad, don't worry. There's always good ways to wet it down. Give it a little schmutz there. Keep on going. I guess the goal for today is to kind of flip over to winter mode here. I'm in Iowa, if you didn't already know that, and fall is here. It's getting cold out, it's getting rainy and crappy, and pretty soon we're going to have some snow. Now, still working on the Ranger, just kind of gathering some parts for that, getting some plans together. The motorcycle is going to go under the knife this winter. I got some plans for that thing, and already have some parts showing up. It's sitting over in the corner right now, but I'll probably bring it over into the center of the shop, so I have plenty of room to work on that, bring you guys some motorcycle content. Now, you've probably seen in the background of some of my other videos, I have an Explorer sitting in the driveway. Nothing fancy, just you know, got some good tires on it. It's 4-wheel drive, V8, all the fun things, but otherwise pretty much just bone stock with a bunch of miles on it. And you know, that's my other winter beater. You guys have seen in my other video, my F-150. Now that's still pretty much my daily driver. The downside to that thing is that it is 2-wheel drive. So 90% of the time it's great, it's no problem. But if we get a crap ton of snow, or you know, whatever the case is, really bad weather, that Explorer is really nice, especially if we need to haul the family around. That thing's great. There's plenty of room in there, and you know, we can all pile in it, and I got 4-wheel drive, good tires, all that stuff to you know, to get wherever we need to go. So get that thing up and running. Unfortunately, I don't have a good battery in that one. So luckily, the F-150 is already parked up for the winter, kind of in its normal resting place, and it has a gooder battery in it, but I'm going to steal that one anyway. It doesn't need to just have a good battery sitting in it all winter long doing nothing, so I might as well throw it in the F-150. It's already in the F-150, so I might as well throw that in the Explorer. First things first, we gotta snag this battery out of here. Hopefully it's still got a charge, otherwise I may have to take it in the garage and throw it on the charger for a while. One way to find out, right? Nothing too complicated. You guys have seen a battery put in a million times. Guess if you haven't, here you go. Simple as that. There we go. Probably should have left myself a little more room here. Kind of butted right up against the garage, but oh yeah. Yep, just as I remember. Let's see if I can even sneak through here. Exactly what you'd expect to see under here. She's mint, boys. We got cobwebs everywhere. Yep, you can tell this is a finely tuned machine. Unfortunately, I have not had good luck with these things in the last handful of years. I don't know if you guys are having the same issues, but I've had a red top die and I've had this yellow top die. And you know, I mean, like I said before, this thing's my kind of winter rig. It needs to start every time, and you know, having a battery in it that doesn't do that for you doesn't do me much good. So we'll get this thing swapped out. Oh, get skinny. There we go. Crap, I left the battery over there. Alright, well, pull this thing out anyway. Yep, perfect. Well, that'll work. That out of the way. Those get over there. There we go. Go over here. There we go. Yep. Wow. Is that the wrong? I think that's the wrong battery. Dang it. Is it the wrong battery if it fits? Ooh, that might be close. Well, worst case, it'll get it started anyway. Hopefully. Still didn't check to see if it's charged. Now this ratchet's about to go somewhere else. That ain't going nowhere. Nah, just kidding. Well, that's not going to do me any good anyway. One of these days I'll buy a battery that actually fits this thing. It can just sit there. Alright. Well, keys. Alright, well, first sign, I got no dome lights. Yeah, that's a long reach. But yeah, crap. Alright, well, jump pack. Alright. This thing's been boiling on its charger for scared the crap out of me. Well, apparently it's got juice at least. Oh, not much though. Let's see if it'll crank up. I don't know if that picked up on camera. You can tell it's been sitting for a while. Thing was rattling pretty good. It always worries me a little bit on these things. This has got a 4.6 in it. What the heck is my radio doing? Anyway, it's got a 4.6 in it, timing chain engine. You start hearing some rattles out of these things, and yeah, not usually a good sign, but she went right away. It's got good oil pressure. Everything else looks good. She's got a half tank in her. Jeez. I'm just letting this gas sit here go to pot. Anyway, we'll battery seems to be charging. We'll let it run here for a while, come up to temp, make sure everything else looks good. I'll probably should have checked the oil before I fired it up. It's fine, right? Hey, where's my other glove? Anyway, now I gotta find my other glove. Coolant's full. That's a good sign. Belt's still on it. Got that going for me. Air cleaner. Yep, it's in there. Not bad. Starting to come up to temp. Still not seeing any leaks. All's looking pretty good. Still charging. Yeah. I'm gonna shut it off here in a sec. Just make sure I check over the oil, stuff like that. This thing's in desperate need of a clean out, clean up, car wash, vacuum, all that good stuff. Hey, on a plus note, I found my other glove. Usually I keep them just both kind of jammed down in there just so they're handy, or keep them in my center console, something. So I always got them if I need to knock snow off the thing or whatever. Actually, that reminds me, I need to find my scraper. Either who, yeah, for some reason the one was there, the other was in my glove box. But I got them both. Not like I don't have more. I got packs and packs of those things. Thanks, Dad. I always get them for Christmas. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna shut her off here in a second. Check the oil, make sure we're looking good, and then I might drive this thing to work on Monday. That'll be weird. I guarantee it needs brakes. Last time I drove it, they were a little iffy. I think the pads are just down there. I know the rotors are just shot. They are completely rusted over from sitting. But I think it was squeaking a little bit, if I remember right. Probably get some fresh gas thrown in it. Maybe a little, you know, fuel system cleaner run through the tank just to clean up any junk. This gas, you let stuff sit around like I do, you try and keep some gas in it, and like I said, I was amazed this thing has half a tank in it almost. And problem is I couldn't tell you when I put that gas in. I guarantee it's probably been over a year ago. Oh, why didn't I back this thing up while I had the chance? All right. Yeah, it's all right. Maybe not. Should probably change it. Alright, well, I think the plan of attack here is I'm going to try and find a right battery for this thing. Definitely needs some fresh gas. Probably could stand an oil change. And otherwise, I don't see any leaks. I don't see anything to be too overly concerned about. I think we're good to go. If you guys are anything like me, you can definitely tell where your other half parks. Before I do much more on this thing, it caught my eye because I haven't paid attention to this thing for a while. But I definitely want to do something about this. Some things you want to make sure you don't do before you start trying any paint correction is you definitely don't want to take it to the car wash. You don't want to get any of the dirt and grime off this thing. That just makes for better effects in the paint. Now another thing, you want to make sure you grab the rag that you just checked your oil with, because that'll give it a nice sleek surface once you're done. Just go ahead and wipe some of that off there. Now another little tip that I'm going to give you. I like using these little foam pads that come in the headlight restoration kits. If you're anything like me, I end up doing a lot of these. So I have a ton of these little foam pads left over. You can buy just the foam pads on, you know, eBay, Amazon, wherever. But they work great for stuff like this. Definitely get an old used up one. Wouldn't want to, you know, get a new one on here. Show car paint jobs like this, you want to make sure you use only the finest stuff. And then, you know, some of this old dried up rubbing compound that I had laying around. It's still got some in there. So I'm going to go to town on this and see what we can get out of here. Now I'll leave a little bit of it so you guys can kind of see. Actually, I'm going to just wipe some of that off. The real bad spot, kind of a before and after, but I just send it. Now if it starts drying up too bad, don't worry. There's always good ways to wet it down. Give it a little schmutz there. Keep on going. The added benefit of this is I've used this for wax before. So not only is it grinding in some dust and dirt and then, you know, hitting it with this rubbing compound, but I'm getting a little wax coat on top of it too. Why they don't just sell it that way? Anyway. Well, that's about all she wrote. Well, let's see where we're at anyway on it. Again, you want to make sure you use that rag that you checked your oil with. Only the finest. Looking sharp. Bring you guys in here. I know it's kind of hard to see. Terrible lighting. You can see all the vertical scratches right along here. And right about here is where I stopped. So from there over, see if you can see the difference there. I had all those little door checks. There's one right there. Over here I didn't hit yet, but over there it's looking a lot better. And it had all those other little dings. That little spot right there, you can get a little bit more, but otherwise you can see that scratch along there went all the way back into here. I don't know what they were doing here. Those for sure aren't coming out, but see if I can do something with that one. I know those aren't going to come out, but that should definitely be able to go away. And yeah, we'll keep going. Alright, looking a lot better. If you look real close in here, see if I can get you in tight enough on it, maybe. Yeah, you can just barely make out some of those vertical scratches through here. But back up about a foot and they're gone. Obviously I'm not able to get out some of these deeper scratches along here and here. Still don't know what they were doing, running a chain link fence down the side of it. Anyway, that's looking pretty good. I already did some of the driver's door. There was some big old wallops in that thing. You can see all the little dings and stuff along here, but not too worried about it. Like I said, just a winter rig that, you know, why not try and keep it a little bit nice. If you guys are anything like me, I just never have a good battery. I lied to you. I think this one's junk. As soon as I shut it off, it wouldn't start again, which, what do I expect? I took it dead out of a truck, threw it in here, jump started it, let it run for 20 minutes, and thinking it would be all charged up. But if that's the case, and you're a lot like me, do yourself a favor, and the next time you're at a garage sale, auction, grandpa's workshop, wherever you may be, go get one of these. Old solid state deal. You got all the settings here, 6 volt, 12 volt. That's all you really need. This thing will boil this battery till it's a puddle of nothing, and won't even think about it. These newer battery chargers, I got one sitting right here next to me. If this thing's dead as a doornail, it won't even start charging. It's got to see some kind of current to actually bring it online. Like I said, this old gal, it doesn't care. It'll melt the whole truck down. So we're going to let it sit on here, boil this guy for a while, and then like I said, I'm probably going to end up picking up a new battery anyway. I get sick of dealing with it. I just want my stuff to start and run. And you know, even though this battery's only about a year old, a little over a year old by the date code, it may have seen better days already. That's what happens when you let stuff sit around. Anyway, we'll let it sit on here and boil for a while, and then yeah, we'll come back to it. Well guys, I appreciate you following along with the channel. Definitely appreciate all the new subscribers that are there. Like I said, make sure you stick around, come back. I'm going to have a lot of content over the winter here once I can really start diving into stuff. But for now, that should do it. I know not much action today, but you know, it's still something better than nothing, right? I got a lot of parts coming in the door. I got a lot of stuff kind of in the works and making plans for stuff. So we'll have some bigger stuff coming here pretty soon. Make sure if you aren't subscribed, I definitely appreciate it. Go down, hit the button, give the video a like, you know, all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate all the support on everything. So anyway, that should do it for this one. Again, appreciate you hanging out with me, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.